righty, we are live. Hey Hank,
How are you,
good.
Rosie?
I'm doing great, doing great. Wanted to get you on here to chit chat about our actually Orange Appeal is talking about the orange. And where do you want to start?
I want to start like from when we first started talking this year, because it kind of led up to where we're kind of at right now, kind of getting to that point. Benny Williams, you knew the light bulb was going to go off eventually.
Yep.
Monster game, and I mean this kind of deep in the season, I got to imagine for a coach, an opposing coach, you gotta plan for 10, 11 guys now, not just 5, 6, the typical Syracuse 6, 7, maybe 8 guys. I mean, we're playing 11 guys, so that's good. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
yeah. So the thing, I'm looking at everything. Like you said before, we uh we talked about this earlier. Um, that it was going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. There's going to be some. Hey, when you got freshmen out there, there's going to be some interesting moments, so to speak. But they seem to have weathered the storm, and the fact that they're playing so many players, even though if you talk to coaches, like, hey, sometimes you put guys they're playing well in practice. He puts them out there to give them a shot during the game. If something happens, fine. If not, they sit down. Or other guys haven't really realized that you get your playing time, you earn your playing time at practice.
Hmm.
Um, I'm looking at the way that they're playing, and I like the way guys are stepping up. Going into in the ACC in the ACC tournament, I tell you what, playing in the ACC, I mean, it it worries me. It worries me just a little bit that um, at the point guard spot, we got a lot of scoring and not a whole lot of mixing it up.
Yeah,
That worries me a little bit because you already know when you get to the ACC tournament, there are coaches in there that will stop. They can put a stop to if I mean let me change it. When you have a point guard that comes out and his mind is scoring, we all saw what happened last year. We had some of the best scorers in the world.
sure.
You need defense, you need discipline, you need to get the ball in the hands of the people that can help you to finish the game out. So I like what I've seen about him scoring. I want him to show, and he's shown flashes that he can pass them. They can get the ball to
Hmm.
the right people. Let's just wanted I want to see him uh when you come to the last play of the game. You got to have in your mind as a playmaker, you got to have three options, and the last one of which is you. When when you're two upperclassmen, you couldn't get the ball to Jesse, okay? Then you couldn't get the ball to Joe. Then you're like, okay, I got to penetrate. And when you penetrate, you're still thinking about your other two options. Because
Yeah,
at some point, if you're a great penetrator, they're gonna leave one of those two guys open. So I mean, you got to have three or four options. It's kind of young to he's kind of young to want all of those things, but if you want to talk about moving to the next level, those are the things that they're going to look at. They're going to look right past your scoring.
sure.
They're going to look at your defense and things like that. But what I've seen, I like from everybody. Um, it's pretty soon we're going to start seeing who's the most consistent of those guys coming off the bench. And when they actually identify themselves and can do it on a more consistent basis, that will make me feel a whole lot better. Right
Sure.
now, right now I'm a happy fan. I like what I see. Now I want to see them grow as a team and grow as players.
Well, let me ask you this question.
Yep.
Since, we've played a lot of guys, 10,
Yep.
11 guys, do you feel that, in years past, 7, 8 guys, do you feel this year the 10th, 11 guys are making up that difference? So maybe the little inconsistencies that you're looking for
Mhm.
is made up by the bench players coming in for those 5 to 10 minutes.
Yes, that's what's happening now, and I would be totally happy if they did it for the rest of the season because they're only going to get better. If
Yeah.
if they can maintain that level, you don't need 18 points out of one player if you can get 18 points and 10 or 12 rebounds out of two players or possibly three players playing that
Hmm.
position. Um, if you can get those numbers, like it doesn't have to, like so, um, you don't have to get big numbers from one player when you're playing so many. You're playing so many players right now.
Sure.
I want that to be the case forever, but as the league gets tougher and tougher, we'll see. Hey, I'm not going to badmouth anybody, but I want to move ahead to tonight. Tonight we play against Louisville, and I will tell you, 10 times out of 10, the team that I worry about when I'm playing a game is never the best team in the league. Never. Because when you wake up in the morning and you hear the word Georgetown, Duke, your adrenaline starts flowing, your focus comes in.
Hmm.
The thing that I'm hoping for is that you don't want to. I would shut right down. I wouldn't listen to anybody talk about they're the worst team in the league. They're they are a Division I basketball team,
I
and
agree.
they're a Division I basketball team. The best way to get the outcome that you want is when that jump ball goes up, is to jump on them with both feet. That's the only way that you're gonna get them. I mean, I shouldn't say the only way, but that's the best way to let them know, hey, we really do outclass you as a team.
Yep.
Oops, I gotta drop in a quick hello here to hello Joyce. Good afternoon. So good to see you. Happy New Year, everyone. To you, your sisters, and your grandbabies. Oh, your daughters and your grandbabies. Oh, too beautiful. Um,
But
yeah,
I thought about that today, thinking of the game, hearing, their statistics and Louisville's, and I literally driving in the car said out loud, I'm like, yep, until they play us. That's what's going to happen. They don't have anything to lose, and we're playing there. And you know what? They're gonna somewhere down the road get a big win in
yeah,
their schedule, and I'm hoping it's not against us. So I hope we don't come out flat. Is what I'm getting at.
yeah.
Overlooking the fact
Sure,
that they
sure.
are uh, not
These
so
guys
great.
have been, these guys have been practicing hard. As I always say, best thing about men, testosterone. Worst thing about men, testosterone. That makes that head hard as a rock. You can't put in your mind to come out and play against this team. Um, to play against this team and and do whatever everybody think, well, I'm going to pad my stats. I'm going to do it. No, you got to come out. You got to come out and to beat this team down. You got to let them know that physically you're superior. Running plays you're superior. As a team you're superior. Let them know that immediately, and they made when you do that, it has a tendency to have them let down. Well, nobody expects us to win anyway. Worst thing you can do is let them play, stick in the game, stay in the game, because once they're confident, they think they can win. Whew, that's the dangerous part. So my advice always, everyone come out there with intense intensity, getting on the floor after loose balls. I mean, don't even give them a chance to understand that they can stay in this game.
Yeah, we can't give them any sort of momentum throughout the game, honestly.
Yeah, yeah. That's about it. I mean, they have the ability to do it? Yes, they do. Are they capable of being the team that we expect them to be? They've done everything that we said they could do. You know,
Sure.
stay behind them, stay focused, and it was a tough loss at Pitt. I mean, they were taking a beat down and they came back.
Hmm.
The only thing better is to win that kind of game, but it um, lets you know that that they can do what they need to do. So, and to do that, you got to come out. You got to be aggressive because
Yep.
they're playing at home. I played on teams. I played on a team. We're the number 2 team in the country in Italy. We had to play against the last place team that hadn't won at their place the last game of the season. That game kept me up at night. I tell you what, and they were tough at home. Looking at their season, they were losing games by 2, 3, 4
Yeah,
points.
right. Close. Yeah.
I'm like, dude, don't even look at the numbers there. These teams, this team can start hitting it straight. You don't want to be that team.
Yeah.
Let them know right up front
Sure.
that you want to that you want to make this a quick game and put them to bed, go
Sure.
home, have a sandwich, get ready for the next one.
Yep. Rose, what do you see in different on the bench and on the court as far as body language goes the last few games?
Uh, on the bench, I like their energy. They get excited. I really like the fact that if somebody falls down, there's somebody to pick them up. Um, those are the kind of things that show me that the team is growing together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, those are the things that I look for in this game. I tell you what I look for. I look for a loose ball going on the floor. I look for long rebounds. If we're getting long rebounds, that means the ball gets out quick. We got a big center that can run the floor. That's to our
Mm-hmm.
advantage. Um, Long rebounds. Nobody's just hanging there. Um, you want to be active. You want to be able to change from defense to offense quickly.
Sure.
That's what I'm going to be looking for. Are the long rebounds? Who's picking them up? Who's getting the loose balls? And when the ball goes to the floor, who's getting on top of it?
Who's going to have your eye tonight, specifically?
For this game, I always got to start with this. I start with the center and the playmaker.
Sure.
Center and playmaker are two guys that are facing one another. They got to set the tone, whether it be playmaker or guard. So one of those two positions. We've got a good guard, got a good playmaker, got a good point, got a good center. I think Jesse starts out grabbing every rebound he can get. Stay on the ground. Don't go for any block shots for at least the first 4 or 5 minutes. All referees are looking to make that pity pat call
Mm-hmm.
that's going to give him a problem. I would say to lead the league in block shots, that's 3 block shots. You can get that in 48 seconds. Okay, to keep it real, you can. Everybody knows your shot blocker. Get in there and keep your feet planted. Get your hands up. No more swatting bugs. We're not out in the woods. We're not. Hey, you don't need to be swatting bugs or anything. Swatting bugs will give the impression of that you're hitting the man. It won't be the referee that can see the play that calls it. It'll be the one that's in a bad position that calls it. So don't put yourself in that situation. I would say see if they'll let us get the ball inside to score. If they don't let us get the ball inside to score, get the ball inside and move your feet to get better shots. And if they're going to play that, Judah Mintz, put that ball on the floor and take it as far as you can. If they're going to stay, they're not going to want to leave Jesse. Take their ball right to the cup. Take it right there and finish it. Just those kind of things. I'll be looking for them to read situations. I want them to read a situation. If the ball should go to, I don't want to see ball comes down 3-point. That's you give if you give a player 2 choices, work the ball inside, whether it be from the forward or from the center. And by the way, Benny's shooting the ball well. I want Benny to put that ball on. He's a freak of nature. Put that ball on the floor and take it to the rim. Take it to the rim.
Mm-hmm.
When you shoot a jump shot, it's not very demoralizing. It's like, hey, you just a good shot. When you take the ball to the rim with a guy in front of you and jump over him and put it in the basket, that is a shot to the ego. That'll mess with the minds of everybody on the floor. Benny Williams can do that. Jesse Edwards can do that. And then after you do that, working on their minds in the paint, coach yells, you got to stop that. Then pitch that ball back outside, and you'll see that your 3-point shooters, instead of shooting from 35 feet, they're shooting from one step closer. Sure. That's a much higher percentage. That's what I'd like to see. That's what I'll be looking for.
Good.
Well, I got to go get a little snack so I can get ready for the game.
You gonna log on the fire or no?
I got a stack of logs on the
I
fire.
know you do.
Matter of fact, I'm sitting here going like, man, I gotta turn the fan on. Hey,
Uh,
I keep a little fan ready
too funny.
because because it's always roasting in here. I'm a firm believer. Turn the fan on; it'll cool down eventually.
Yep, you're right.
Alrighty, good talking to you.
You
Let's
too,
go out
buddy.
there. Let's go orange.
All right, let's go Orange. We'll talk soon.
Alrighty, take
All right.
care.
Yeah.
Bye.